How does mime use facial expressions? Have you ever watched a mime perform and wondered how they convey such powerful emotions without saying a word? Facial expressions are at the heart of this silent art form. Mime artists relying on their faces to communicate feelings, ideas, and stories, making their performances captivating and relatable. Facial expressions in mime serve as the emotional backdrop for the physical movements and gestures. For instance, when a mime wants to express surprise, they might widen their eyes, lift their brows, and open their mouth in an O shape. Happiness is shown by squinting the eyes slightly, raising the brows, and curving the mouth upward. On the other hand, sadness can be depicted by narrowing the eyes, drooping the eyelids, and turning the mouth down. Anger is often portrayed through narrowed eyes, furrowed brows, and a twisted mouth, sometimes with a sneer. To ensure that these emotions are easily understood, mime artists often exaggerate their facial expressions. This is crucial because the audience needs to grasp the emotions from a distance, especially since there are no spoken words involved. The exaggeration helps to clarify the story and emotional nuances. Mime artists practice their facial expressions by observing how their facial muscles move when expressing different feelings. They often use mirrors to refine their control and precision. This practice is important for maintaining consistent and believable expressions during performances, even when they cannot see themselves on stage. Facial expressions in mime are not used in isolation. They are combined with body language and hand gestures to create a unified narrative. For example, a mime might show fear through a frightened facial expression while also using trembling hands or a cautious body posture. This combination can depict a character trapped in an invisible box or struggling against strong wind. Looking at mime from a global perspective, it transcends language barriers. Different cultures may have their own styles, but the reliance on facial expressions to convey emotion is a common thread. This universality allows audiences worldwide to connect with the emotions and stories being portrayed without needing translation. Mastering facial expressions in mime involves developing physical awareness and control over facial muscles. Artists practice a range of emotions, from subtle to exaggerated, and coordinate their facial expressions with gestures. This skill is essential for highlighting key moments and transitions in their performances. In summary, facial expressions are a vital tool in mime, bringing silent stories to life. They enable performers to express complex emotions and narratives purely through the movement of their face and body. This technique is a cornerstone of mime's effectiveness as an art from across cultures.